What's up, everybody? I am super freaking excited to bring you another RC video, another QCRC product, and just diving back into this full-fledged. I'll admit, I have not been in RC as much as I should have been, would have liked to have been. There's been a lot of things going on, but none of that matters because right now, in this moment, we are back. We have been still working on this in the background, just not as fluently as I would like. It has been ridiculously hot outside. We've been doing a bunch of other activities, had some other business endeavors going on. But with all that out of the way, we are finally here, guys. Today, we're going to show you the newest QCRC product hitting the market. This is going to be the QCRC Hitch Kit for the CEN F-250. This hitch kit is going to be very similar to our CEN F-450 hitch kit. It's going to have the same ultimate features, the same ultimate look, the same strength and durability, and ultimately all the same styling that hitch kit had for the F-450s. That hitch kit has been awesome for us. We have not broken one. It has been very durable, very stylish, and we really liked how that was for the 450, so we wanted to bring the same characteristics to the F-250. What I have in front of me here is our hitch kit. You're going to get the hitch mount, you're going to get the same drop hitch, and then the actual hitch bracket with the ball mount on it. This guy is not going to include the frame extensions due to the F-250 body already being all the way to the end of the frame rail. The bumper already mounting flush. We don't need those extra pieces, but there is going to be a few more screws we're going to have to add to this guy. The screws that mount on this factory truck are a little bit smaller than ours. See how thick our hitch kit is that you're going to understand why we need these longer screws. Today I'm going to be doing an in-depth look at this kit, showing you guys how to install it on your truck, how to purchase this thing, QCRCHobbies.com, and what all features the hitch kit has in store for you. Now moving on to the back of the truck, you see here we have our factory bumper mounted with our factory hitch mount piece under here. We're going to go ahead and start to remove all this, and I'm going to walk you guys through the entire process. First, we're going to go ahead and remove our body, set this guy to the side. The tools you're going to need for this are a 2mm hex driver and a 5.5mm nut driver. That's the only two tools you're going to need for this. Super easy. We tried to make this as simple as possible for you guys to not take a lot of time, be easy to remove if you ever need to, and be easy to put on. So that way you guys can get back out on the trail and back out to enjoying your RC. Now right here on the back of the truck, you'll see we have one screw here and one screw here. This is holding the bumper to the hitch mount to the frame. We're going to remove these two screws on each side. There's also two additional screws over here on this side. Once we have the 4 screws removed, 2 on this side, 2 on this side, we're ready to remove the bumper and the hitch mount. You can just kind of wiggle this guy back and forth, and he should slide right off. After this guy's off the truck, we're done with the truck for a little bit. What we're going to go ahead and do is proceed to remove the other 4 2mm screws. We have 2 right here on this side, 2 right here on this side, and this is going to separate our hitch mount from our factory bumper. Okay, once we have all these screws out, this guy will separate from the bumper, and now we're ready to put our new hitch kit on the truck. Before we put this on the truck, I do want to give you guys a close-up comparison of our hitch mount versus the factory hitch mount. You can see we have a general design that is the same, utilizing the factory frame rails, utilizing the same corner bumper mounts to utilize the factory bumper on the truck. But the only difference is we have little chain brackets right here to add the extra scale, realism, and value to the bottom of it. So that way you guys can add safety chains on your trailer and all of that good stuff. We are significantly thicker than a factory hitch mount. If you want to compare these two side by side and see that, you can see how beefy ours is compared to this one. And we oversized this one, we over strengthened it just to ensure that you guys will not have any problems with it. Want to make sure it was as durable as possible. Okay, and with our hitch mount, you're going to go ahead and receive 8 additional screws. Screws are also going to come with one 5.5mm nut to help secure the ball mount to the hitch drop. These screws are going to replace the short screws that come with the factory hitch. These are not long enough to go through ours with being as beefy and as thick as it is, so we include these additional screws. These guys are 20mm screws. They are going to be what screws the hitch mount to the bumper, and then these guys are going to be screwing the hitch mount and the bumper to the frame rail, and these two are going to be assembling the hitch drop mount and the ball mount. Now I have begun to start these screws into the side of the hitch mount. I want you guys to take into consideration here, you are creating the threads in this composite material for the first time. There is going to be a little difficulty trying to get them started just because they are a blank hole that has not had any threads made in them yet. Once you get the threads in here, if you ever go to take this apart or take it off to clean it and put it back on, the threads will be in here and it'll be significantly easier to put back together. I don't recommend a drill with this stuff. You just need to take your time with it, be patient. It doesn't take that long to thread the stuff in here, and just use your hand. That way you can feel the threads out, understand what you're doing, and ensure you won't strip anything out on accident. Looking at the rear bumper here, excuse how dirty ours is. We have put this thing through a bunch of rigorous testing, so it is rarely clean. We have it a little clean for this video. But you have a bunch of different mounting options for this rear hitch mount. You can go in the factory hole, which was the top hole. You can go bottom. This is going to move the bumper up and down on the truck and tailor fit to your needs. We're going to go ahead and use the factory holes, which you can see we have been using ours a lot, unscrewing these products and testing them over and over. We're going to go in the top hole in this third hole. That's where our hitch kit's going to ride exactly where the factory hitch mount goes. We're going to use those same holes. To put this on here, what we're going to do is just set this guy up here and line all of our holes up. Once you have these lined up, it will sit right just like that. As far as the screws are in there, it's going to sit a little bit offsetted until you screw it together. I'm going to go ahead and start threading this screw in here. And we're going to do this one at a time. Like I said, just by hand, take your time. Once this guy's installed, he's going to look something like this. It's going to be mounted up to the factory standard. It's going to be all flush up here, and we'll be ready to go and install this guy on the truck. Next up, we have our hitch drop mount and our ball mount. I wanted to go ahead and show you guys, this is our sapphire blue that we are offering. Very pretty blue. All of this stuff is going to be on the website. We'll have detailed photos up of it, and this hitch kit's going to be offered in any color combination you want to make on our site. What I want to show here is we give you guys full customization. You have 4 holes of adjustment here, 2 holes of adjustment in and out. This guy can slide on here and go in any slot that you want. It fits nice and snug. It's not even going to fall off by itself once it's sitting on the hitch kit. We're going to go ahead and install this now, and I'll show you guys how to do that. Once we have our ball mount and our hitch drop mount right here, we're going to go ahead and be able to slide these two together on whatever hole you guys choose. We're going to go ahead and utilize this second hole right here and slide this guy up. It'll line up like this. We'll go ahead and take our screw, thread this in, go ahead and get it started. Like I said, it may be a little bit more difficult than mine was to get it started the first time. We're going to take this guy, make sure it's lined up, and run the screw all the way to the other side. Once the screw is ran through the other side right here, you're going to take your included 5.5mm nut and thread it on the outside of this screw. Once you have that, you should be able to hold it with your finger or one of those nut drivers, and you can just snug this guy a little bit more. That's just going to give you some peace of mind that this thing is not going to come off on the trail while you're towing. Once you have that on there, guys, your ball mount and drop mount is assembled, and it's ready to be slid into the hitch mount and then put on your truck. You can do this while it's on the truck or off the truck. We're going to go ahead and do this before we install it on the truck. I'm going to go ahead and take our drop mount. I'm going to go ahead and install it and slide it in here to my desired hole. I want to use the first hole, so I'm going to slide it to that point. We take our screw on this hex driver and go ahead and start it in the hole. And go ahead and run this guy through here to the other side to secure this hitch drop mount. To secure the drop mount and the ball mount to the hitch mount on the bumper. Once this screw is in here, your guy's going to look something like this. You're going to have your screw flush mounted on either side you chose to put it through. You're going to have a little bit sticking out here on the other side, and you're going to be ready to install this on your truck. To install this on our truck, guys, it's going to be super simple. We're going to grab this by our drop mount. We're going to go ahead and line this up, and we're going to go ahead and slide it onto the frame rail. It may take a little bit of persuasion. You have to rock it back and forth a little bit, but it will slide on here. I apologize, I had to use both hands there. Once it slides up though, this will stop and it will be flush and it can't go forward anymore. Then you know it should be lined up with the holes on the outside to stick a flashlight through right here and kind of see. Once this is slid up on the frame rail, you'll be able to see our mounting hole right here. And you can go ahead and line this guy up with a flashlight and make sure it lined up with the hole. And then use the last 2 screws supplied in your kit to thread through here into the frame rail to the hitch mount to secure it to your truck. Guys, once you put those last 2 screws in, you are ready to go. The bumper is mounted to the truck. The new hitch mount is mounted to the truck with your drop hitch and your ball mount, ready to go, fully functional. This hitch kit and all of our products are going to be listed in the description below at QCRCHobbies.com. Go in there and check those out, guys. And if you watch this video, there may be a little bit of coupon code down in here. I'm going to go ahead and drop that coupon code on the screen right here. If you guys check this video out, it'll be a limited time for first viewers of this video to get the coupon on our new release for this hitch kit. Super easy install. Doesn't take long at all, maybe take you guys 5 to 10 minutes to install it. It's really self-explanatory. You follow all the steps you use to remove the factory stuff, just have a few more steps and some longer screws. We really wanted to make this kit as simple as possible for you guys to install, even your kid to install, anybody to install. We really tried to check all the boxes here, guys. We really tried to give you a full range of customization options like we have on all of our QCRC products. Any color you guys want, any configuration you guys want, you can have it. We tried to think of all the steps here, all the stuff that I would want as an RC enthusiast, all the stuff that we normally don't get from other companies and other kind of parts. I wanted to make sure I cater and bring to you guys. That's why you have 4 adjustment screws. You have all of these color options, and we're thinking of all these new products to bring to you and us as a community as a whole. We need more products that are innovative and more caring and more brought to life as usable, functional parts that really do something. And I'm really happy to bring this to you guys. I don't want to just bring you a product where it's like, hey, here's a hitch kit. I want to bring you a product with, hey, here's a hitch kit. How do you want the hitch kit? That's exactly what we've done here, guys. I'm very happy with it. I know you guys are going to love it. It's going to be very functional for you guys. It's going to look awesome on you guys' truck. It's going to add that little depth and scale of realism. It's going to add that kind of heavy-duty truck vibe that you guys are looking for, and it's really going to help tow anything you put behind this. Now, I'm not going to claim it's going to tow your children or your dog, but it will tow any RC crawler, any touring car, any boat you put behind this thing. It's going to hold up to it, and it is going to tow it. We don't have a weight limit set on this hitch kit. It is going to be similar to our F-450 hitch kit. Probably the same, if not a little bit less, because this is a F-250, but then again, at the same time, it's probably going to be the same. We wanted to make this as usable as we possibly could, wanted to make it look as possibly good as we could, and we just really wanted to simplify this process for you. I know we did that very well. Guys, I thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to watch this video and check out what we had going on. I really hope it brought you a ton of value and entertainment and showed you guys a brand new product that you can add to your F-250 to help extend all of your towing capabilities past your wildest imagination. If you guys liked today's video, please leave me a like. Subscribe to the videos if you haven't. Like 80% of you guys watch these videos are not subscribed. It's blowing my mind, guys. It's blowing my mind. Anything you guys want to see, anything you guys want me to do, drop a comment down below. Give me suggestions. Help me help you guys. Help me bring you the content you want to see, the cars you want to see. I'll be happy to do it. We're really going to crack down on bringing you some more of these great products to help add that usability to your trucks, that scale realism, the usability, and just the simplicity of having products that simply work. I hope you guys have a beautiful night, morning, afternoon, day, whenever you're watching this video, however you're watching this video. Hope you have an awesome time, and I appreciate you taking time to check it out.